Hey, what's happening? It's Brian here from Rock Radio 559, rockradio559.com. And weekend is here, and if you've been outside, especially here in the 559, depending on where you are in the state, there are fires burning in every corner just about, and we're getting all that bad air from all the smoke. It's awful outside. So if you don't have to be outside, we have the remedy for you, and that is great rock and roll streaming from the internet 24/7, 365 at rockradio559.com. And of course, today at 4 o'clock, it's going to be another episode of At the Hop with the legendary Hopper in the morning. Good times and great oldies. And if you were here last week, Hopper had a very special program featuring the king himself, Elvis Presley, because I believe it was last week sometime, it was the anniversary of the death of Elvis Presley 44 years ago, back in 1977. So next year will be 45 years since we lost the king of rock and roll. But Hopper played a lot of great Elvis tunes. And if you're a big Elvis fan and you missed the episode, here's a way to listen. Just go to Hopper's personal webpage, talktohopper.com, where he has this great podcast with all kinds of movers and shakers in our local area, news-wise. Talktohopper.com, and you can listen to the Hopper podcast there. And of course, archive shows of At the Hop, which are featured right here on Rock Radio 559 every week at the Friday at 4 o'clock Pacific time. Good times and great oldies. That's right. At the Hop with Hopper in the morning. And after he gets done, of course, at 5 o'clock, right after Hopper gets done, it is Josh Brum, the Brumster, and the Hard Drive at 5. And Josh makes it a point to not make your drive so hard if you're leaving work after a long, hectic week in the office, out in the field, or whatever you do. He gives you the lineup of great rock and roll, and of course, great stories surrounding all the music that the Brumster plays. And I like it every now and then when he tells an old radio story, because all three of us that that are involved in this channel are radio vets, been in the business 20 plus years, and so we're all here doing our thing our own way, which is great. We have no rules here. I personally don't have a show to speak of right now because I'm too busy running the channel. And speaking of running the channel, after the Brumster gets done with his program after 7 o'clock tonight, we dive right into the album sides, folks. That's right, straight from vinyl, another weekend of album side weekend for another couple of weekends, and we're going to end that on Labor Day weekend, which is great because it's a long weekend and gives me an opportunity to spin a ton of album sides that weekend. So lots of great vinyl coming your way this week, and I went through my vinyl, and I decided I'm going to play albums that you don't normally hear all the time. I got some albums from Lou Reed, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, of course, Frampton. We have the Scorpions, UFO, Cheap Trick, Rush, my favorite band of all time, Kiss, and a band called Angel, which some of you may not be familiar with the band Angel. They were an early Sunset Strip band. They were transplants from the Washington, D.C. area, but they were really big on the Hollywood club circuit back in the 70s. Basically, they were the opposite of Kiss. Kiss were all in black, and they wore all white, and it's almost like a heaven and hell type of situation here. But Angel, one of those bands, an underground band, but they were around between 75 to 1980. They're a great band, and I'm playing something off their first album, which is simply titled Angel, released in 1975. So that's going to be in the mix with all the other album sides. And so if you love vinyl, I got it for you all weekend long, beginning after 7 o'clock tonight. And it's album side weekend. So if you're here with us, thank you. And don't forget, rockradio559.com is where we are. That's our webpage. And on Facebook, just go facebook.com/rockradio559 and instagram.com/rockradio559. And all right, don't forget, you can download us from the Online Radio Box app. You can listen there, or Live 365, which is our flagship. That's what we're powered by. Go to live365.com and you can listen to us there, or their app, Live 365, at your favorite app store. All right, everybody have a great weekend and be safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon.